really.
Oh,
Whoa!
hey!
Whoa!
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 Hey, welcome to Ramble Radio!
Ow! Yeah!
Woo!
But it's video.
Oh, well, you're not
Yeah.
gonna believe this one, pal.
What?
This ain't your grandpa's Ramble video.
not?
Also radio.
Ow!
Baby!
I don't
We're
believe.
putting it. No,
in these things.
you have to believe in something else. You need to believe in.
Until I see a YouTube video about it, I'm not going to believe it.
Okay, narrated by some moron. Who's the thing with their thing? Oh yeah, I believe this guy. You think it's just us?
Who else would it be?
Well, starting a new job May 19th as Hemp Vita's director of marketing.
What?
Cody Villafana, baby!
Congratulations.
He
Hey.
got the Hemp Vita gig.
First order of business when you get in there, look for our check.
Yes, look for our check. Cody.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Oh no!
No,
oh, no.
he's towing the company line already.
Yeah, he's already Mr. Hemp Vita. Look at that. Wait.
Yeah, I think.
Already.
Look, we're transitioning away from sponsorships.
Oh shit!
I gotta
there it
say,
is.
we just didn't see the return on investment. You know, it just didn't work.
Man.
Right.
Oh,
You
that
know,
hurts.
we were pumping hundreds and hundreds of dollars
Wow.
that all of our sponsors clearly saw every penny of.
We didn't
Right.
see any of that money. Got lost in the mail, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
Woo.
Et tu, Cody, right there. First, not even his first day on the job at Hemp Vita, and he's already
Yeah,
screwing us
already,
out of our.
already, Mr.
Already fucking is already Mr. Hemp Vita.
Sorry, guys.
Mr. Hemp Vita. Cody Villafana, a.k.a. Mr. Hemp. All right, Cody, let's get down to business.
Yeah.
Brass tacks.
Because brass tacks. I still haven't seen it yet. All right. Let's just pretend this is an episode of Good Willow Hunting, and we're wrapping up. What grade does Mortal Kombat get from Cody?
Oh,
You know, I haven't
okay.
finished it yet.
I
started it on.
Didn't you have a sneak peek of it?
Yeah, and I.
always a good sign when it takes 4 days to watch it.
And
2
I-
hours.
When you get a sneak peek and you don't finish it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it in one sitting, and then I watched other stuff this week in the Oscars, all that stuff, and so I actually have not finished the movie, but I can give you a grade on the first half of it,
Yeah, well, let's go.
which would be like a C.
A C. Wow, that's better than I imagined. That's better than I thought. Okay, what would it? Is it? Could anything happen to push it to an A? Like, is what?
Ooh,
what
man.
How
kind
about
of
a B?
turn?
Could you get the nose over the goal line of a B?
Okay,
Is it something you can just stretch out far
think
enough to get a
something
B?
could happen?
so if at midway during the movie they
Yeah.
swapped out 90% of the cast with better actors,
It would do it.
it might get me there.
So you're telling me if this had decent actors in it, it's you give it a B, as in it's a fun, mindless action movie.
I would say yes, but it's so wrapped up in the mythology so far that's just
Right.
boring, but also the acting is so terrible. Anytime there's action and stuff, it's fine. But
Better than the Godzilla Kong fights.
yes.
Yeah, those are boring as shit. Oh, those are.
Well, they're just giant CGI fights.
Yeah, at least
So-
she has some martial arts in this.
Is it
know,
bad
it is.
acting because the hired martial art fighters also had to act?
Like, are they good fighters? Like, are they doing their own stunts? As far
Is
as you
that
can
why
tell?
they're there? Is
It
because they're
seems
doing
like
the
it.
fighting? They just can't act.
It has to be. That's almost always the case. But yeah, it's just everyone is pretty bad. The woman who plays Sonya is actually very bad in it. But,
Well, I kind of have. I'm sorry to do this, Cody. I have a little bit of a bone to pick with what you just said, and I know this is probably going to bring the fury of the Ramblers. You know, upon
what doesn't? Jesus.
They're a fickle bunch,
But
especially when you tell them to fuck off.
that's true. But I
They
mean,
get really upset with
they
that.
get really mad when you tell them. But here's the thing. Cody says that's usually the case, right? Where if it's an action film and they hire professional fighters, or
Right.
at least professional black belts to do the fighting and acting,
Right.
it's always bad. I guess someone's never seen The Perfect Weapon with Jeff Speakman, I guess. Is that what we're gonna say? Is that, wow. All right, maybe Cody,
That,
maybe
that
hold
debunks
on.
that debunks that theory.
Maybe before you run your mouth, maybe go see the Jeff
right.
Speakman vehicle.
The perfect weapon.
The Perfect Weapon.
You may have me on that.
I may have you on Jeff Speakman, which was one of the all-time. I think it was who was the guy who did the Columbo? Really funny comedian. He acted in a bunch of things. He was in Usual Suspects. He was
the comedian, right?
yes. He always did that dead on Columbo. Shatner. He did Shatner.
What's his name?
Fuck, this is killing me.
Oh my God, what's his name?
I gotta look it up. I opened for him once, and he was so fucking nice in Florida of all places. He was.
I know
such
who
a
you're
nice
talking
dude.
about. I can't think of his name.
I'm gonna find it. He's not even in the main list of the Kevin Pollak.
Kevin Pollak.
Oh.
Kevin Pollak. Kevin Pollak had such a great line about that movie when it came out. He was like, we have Schwarzenegger, Stallone, Van Damme, and Jeff Speakman. He's like that. He goes, the Kung Fu Jew. And he had a line from the movie, stop with the kicking. Hey, stop with the kicking. It was such a great bit. And I wonder if that helped bury Jeff Speakman's career because, God
It couldn't have helped.
The perfect weapon. Do you want to know the tagline? Is this a Good Willow Hunting for a future one?
It
Eddie?
might be. What's the tagline?
No gun, no knife, no equal. Jeff Speakman, the perfect one.
That is better than enough with the kicking.
Enough. Stop with the kicking. Stop with the kicking.
What's with the kicking?
What do you think you could do? A perfect weapon. The perfect weapon, Cody. We need to do Bloodsport.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the Van Damme one where he sees the ghosts? That's Bloodsport, right? He sees the ancient warriors.
Yeah, that's the right. Yeah, right.
I think that's Bloodsport. We got it. Cody's got to see some Van Damage.
Well, there's
Cody's
all those
gotta-
martial arts movies from the '80s when that was a thing. American Ninja,
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
Dragon.
We still got to do Remo Williams.
We still got to Remo. The Matrix before the Matrix. Hello. Mm-hmm. Man, that's what Remo fucking Williams was. All right.
Do you guys like good movies? Like,
Hey,
like
what do you mean?
We just
I'm
listed
sorry.
4 of them.
every Good Willow Hunting selection
Excuse me.
feels handpicked for like Jerry to be like, I loved it when I was 12, but now
Boy,
it's like
it
an
sucked.
F.
Boy,
Like-
it sucked.
Excuse me. We just
Wow.
listed 4 great. films.
Maybe Cody, you want to get checked in for some short-term memory because you did see
Wow.
Cobra. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, but you did see Cobra. You like Predator?
It was fine.
Yeah. See,
Have I
Predator-
walked away? I don't know that I've walked away loving anything.
I don't know if you've loved any of them. I'm trying to think.
I think maybe early on there was a couple,
There might have been a couple you really dug.
but then
yeah.
it just went down a steep cliff.
Heat. I think Heat you liked a lot.
Heat was good, yeah.
Heat was a good one. Heat was a damn good one. Heat was damn. Have you seen The Godfathers?
I've seen the first one.
Godfather 2, Revenge of the Nerds 2. I think we've solved it.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, that's what we
For the trades alone.
for the trades alone. We got it. All right. So let's. What other classic film?
I liked Aliens a lot.
That's right. You like the
I
Alien?
did like Aliens
Have you
a lot.
seen The Conversation? Coppola's The Conversation with Gene Hackman.
No.
Do we do The Conversation, Revenge of the Nerds, and then Godfather 2, Revenge of the Nerds? Do we do that to Coppola? Do we just put Coppola in with the Revenge of the Nerds movies? Cody, it kind of half answers your problem, doesn't it? You get 2 films that are regarded as masterpieces, not just by us, not just by guys.
That's just
who
widely accepted.
Yeah, not just guys who like Predator 2 as much, if not more than Predator 1. These are from like film critics, historians, etc.
And
The
we got-
Conversation.
We got to figure out a way to squeeze Cloak and Dagger in there somehow.
Oh yeah, baby, Dabney, the great Dabney
with
Coleman.
the great Dabney Coleman.
It's again. I'm just asking for some balance. That's all.
All right, so I
Just some
think
balance.
this is the perfect balance. After we do Back to the Futures, I think we do The Conversation, Revenge of the Nerds, Godfather 2, Revenge of the Nerds 2. I mean, the trades alone would be
Make it
because
worth it.
I mean, The Conversation is about a guy, Gene Hackman, who makes a living snooping on people. Right? He's a surveillance private eye, so that ties right in with a big chunk of Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah. And anything with Gene Hackman in it is infinitely watchable.
Yes, that's a good point. Cody, have you seen The French Connection? Mm-mm. Ooh, man. That got William Friedkin the bling. Don't just take it from us. That got old Billy Friedkin Best Director at the Oscars for that one.
What was the name of the one with Gene Hackman and Dan Aykroyd? The buddy cop movie in the 80s.
Oh, God. I'm looking that up. That's Cody. You looking it up? I forgot that one. I know exactly what you're talking about, but the name
Can't remember the name of that one.
escapes me.
It was Loose Cannons.
Loose
Cannons. Oh my God, that brings back so.
I think he sports a
memories.
Redskin jacket through the majority.
He
of that.
does. There it is. Yeah. It's on the thing. That's right. There it is. Oh, that's why. That put it over for Eddie. No question.
The Wikipedia page says it was a critical and financial disaster.
Okay. There it is.
Well,
And there's
I don't
that.
know. I don't know how.
It has zero. It's a
Right.
it's a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What do they know? What do they know?
Nothing.
What's the conversation at Rotten Tomatoes?
Let's check.
I want to prove my point here. What's the conversation at Rotten Tomatoes? That's at least in the 90s.
It is 96%.
That's right, baby. That's right. Conversation is at least in the 90s. That one. Don't look up Revenge of the Nerds, but we're gonna. Conversation is that Coppola masterpiece that he snuck in between the Godfathers. No, it might have been after Godfather 2 and before Apocalypse Now. He snuck it in between one of those big three, right?
Yeah.
Was a Conversation, and man, good shit. All right, well, real quick before we have to fulfill contractual obligations, we have to make an announcement. A lot of hectic things going on from all of us this past week, so we forgot to place our voting. So we're going to do that now. As you are listening to this episode, the votes
But
are
you
gonna
know
be up in
what?
the Stall of
Let me
Fame.
say this: for the
Yeah.
amount of bitching that the Ramblers do, nobody
say
thought
shit.
to say anything about the Stall of Fame
That's
voting
kinda
not
weird.
being up.
Nobody
Wow.
said a word.
Do
Are we
people not
losing?
want this? Maybe they don't
Are
want
we-
the Stall of Fame anymore.
Wow, we can
Maybe.
take it away. We can
We
take
can-
it away.
We can take it away.
Take it away.
Yeah.
Easy come, easy go.
It will be up as we speak. You will vote on all the entrants, and we're going to give you a whole week. We'll still a little bit under. We'll stop voting on next Monday, and then Tuesday we'll announce the winners. How's that? That's good.
Yeah.
No, wait, no, Sunday.
Sunday.
Shit. We have to
Wait.
stop the voting actually Saturday. Saturday, in case we tape. Sorry. So I lied.
Right.
We're going to give you a little under a week. We'll stop the voting Saturday, next Saturday. So you have, 5 days? That's not bad.
It's a lot.
5 days to get that
It's
shit
enough
in?
time. It's enough
That's
time.
enough. That's enough. And then we can talk real quick before we depart. Cody had some hot takes on the Falcon Winter Soldier finale.
Oh, really? Okay.
Cody,
Yeah.
what were your thoughts on Sam's outfit?
It looked like I said to Jerry, it looked like a Walmart costume.
Oh, Walmart costume.
Yeah.
I liked it. Yes,
With
it
like the
did look-
ears cut out and shit.
But that's the. I mean, they kept it pretty close to the comic
They
book.
did.
I know, I get that, but that's I think to its detriment that they
Should have
whatever.
added some new shit to it.
Yeah, I thought it looked terrible.
They probably could have gone without the half head neck gear. But
Yeah.
other than that, I didn't mind it. Other than
The only
neck
thing I didn't like were those weird poofy shoulder thingies.
They're gonna modify it, I'm sure, for the movie.
Yeah, they have to.
So-
Yeah, but I didn't. I didn't.
I mean,
hate
if you
it.
look back at Captain America's outfit in the first Avengers movie, it looks ridiculous
very ridiculous
compared to what he ended up wearing in Endgame.
very ridiculous. And then
So they'll modify it.
and then Cody had a big problem with Bucky's I didn't like that either. The Bucky's resolution to the old guy. Talk about shoehorned. Talk about like, oh yeah, we forgot. Do we have 8 seconds? Like that literally was like, oh shit, we forgot to have Bucky make
Yeah,
up
they
with
need-
his old friend.
They had so many things to tie up in that episode.
Yes. Yeah, and then they did, but I agree with Cody too. I liked a lot of Sam's monologue to the senator, but they
Yeah.
could have chopped a lot of it out as well. It kind of
Yeah, I know.
It
But
started off a little cringy. Like, is this a fucking Frosted Flakes commercial?
I
Like,
know,
it's-
but he needed the "I'm now Captain America."
yes, no,
moment.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the problem with the series in general is that they didn't. If they knew they only had 6 episodes to work with, they did not make a good enough usage of the time.
No, they didn't. I agree with that. They
It
needed. This should have
makes
been
you
8
wonder.
episodes. It should have been
Did
8
they?
episodes.
I really wonder if they shot 8 and then we're told, look, we have to make this.
6.
You know what I mean? 6.
It could have
and
been.
they're
I mean,
like,
who knows?
oh,
And who knows how
fuck.
COVID played into the shooting schedule and all that other shit.
Yeah. So I mean, again, I still thoroughly enjoyed it.
Would
But
it
I
have been
get the
better is
point.
when you see Bucky leave the old man's house, you just see the old man's feet laying on the ground?
Yes, that would have been
Like-
way. He just fucking silences him. Like, look, I'm not
He
gonna
just
say
took
shit
him
about
out.
This motherfucker. Hey, Ask your son. Tell your son I said hello.
You want to go? You want to visit your son? That's his line. You want to go visit your son?
you wanna
and
visit your son.
Then he leaves, and you just see his feet.
That scene is really bad. Like it's just a bad scene where it's if they can't give it, like Jerry said, like another 15 seconds and let them flesh it out a little bit.
You know what they should have done, Cody? What they should have done is not even have the scenes, show the book with all the names crossed off, and then just have him look into the restaurant and see the man and the girl.
Sure.
And that look alone will let you know, okay, they've had the awkward conversation. You know what I mean?
Instead of being like, he was killed by the Winter Soldier.
Right. Who
is me?
Who is me? That was bad.
and then just being like, why? I didn't have a choice. And then end of scene. Like that's it.
Like it was almost as bad as that he was killed by the Winter Soldier and then he rips his shirt off and the costume's underneath.
He's like, I
me? Okay, all right, we get it. Like that's but yeah.
No,
overall,
his story is the one that suffered in all of them.
Yes,
out of every character
most.
there. They really didn't pay it enough attention because they set it up a lot in the first couple episodes.
Yeah, they did.
And then they just dropped it.
They kind of dropped it. I thought they were going to do a whole "My Name Is Earl" thing, but a very tragic, violent, and no.
I mean,
Also,
U.S. Agent got more attention at the end than Bucky.
But also, like I like that John Walker like kills a guy violently in broad daylight and like doesn't get like seemingly punished for anything, or like
he just gets stripped of the title. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, he was other than honorably discharged, lost all benefit. He was basically booted out of the military.
He was.
He lost all rank and service time.
Right, but he did commit murder in broad daylight. Like,
but it was against known terrorists. It's sort of like it wasn't like an innocent person. It was people.
Out. It was kind of a wash. Here was my problem with the John Walker thing. Again, why this needed to be 9 episodes. Because he's a psycho, then he gets recruited by Madam Hydra, then he's their buddy. He just shows up and is like, all right, guys, I'm here. I was like, well, wait, what? I was so I thought he was going to fight them when he showed up. I was like, whoa, all right. And I was like, wait.
He showed up to fight the Flag Smashers because they killed Battlestar.
Right, they killed Battlestar.
And then circumstances just evolved to the point where, okay, they're working together right now.
But I didn't like how the dialogue was almost too cutesy buddy copy between them at that point. You know?
No, when they went to the warehouse searching and they team up, I'm like, okay, why are they doing they're almost doing a Schwarzenegger arm thing at the beginning of Predator. It's like they're not buddies going into this.
Right? Yeah, it was
like when he first showed up, I was fine with it, and then when they went and teamed up towards the end, I'm like, okay, it's a little too chummy.
It's a little too chummy. That was my problem with it too. A little too chummy, too quick. Again, I don't mind if it gets, but show another episode that has him trying to be not knowing he's being manipulated by Madam Hydra and trying to reach out to resolve things. You know what I mean? Like it just.
But I liked them showing him going back and forth. Like he did try to save the people on the truck. Like he still has that. He still has that humanity because he was a hero.
He was a hero. They're right. Exactly. So he will probably not be a villain, at least a knowing villain.
He just cracked under the pressure of carrying that mantle.
Right, and he fucking blew it
he blew it. Yeah, but he's still an honorable person because
right. He saved the armored tank and armored truck. Well, shit. Now we got nothing to talk about till Loki, because there's no way Cody's gonna be caught up enough to watch Bad Batch.
I know.
There's no way. Cody's not going to be caught up on Star Wars cartoons enough.
You know, I had a pretty good streak of watching Clone Wars.
You can just watch if you
just stopped.
If you watch the final season of Clone Wars that came out on Disney Plus, you'll be fine for Bad Batch.
But then he might be a little lost, or Google it. I don't
Actually, you only have to watch the first 4 episodes of that season.
Right, for Bad Batch.
Because the Bad Batch leaves after the first 4 episodes.
When does Bad Batch? Is it this Friday or is it next Friday?
I think May
14th.
May 4th, I think.
Oh, May the 4th. It's on the 4th.
I think it's on May the 4th. If that's a Thursday or Friday.
Look at that. Well, there we go.
Just watch those first 4 episodes of that final season of Clone Wars, and you'll be caught up.
You won't be so lost when Eddie and I are talking about it, Cody.
I mean, I'm used to it, so it's fine.
Wait till you see the top 10s, the top 5, and open close encore for next Ramble. Sorry, Cody. It's the first thing that came to my mind. I apologize. All right, Eddie. I hate to do this, but you know.
Okay.
Contractually.
Skeletor, you're notoriously an evil person. Your history proves that 100% convincingly, that you're an evil outright awful human, like whatever you are. Have you ever had moments of humanity where you've sort of checked your evilness to the side and done the right thing, even just for a moment?
Well, Eddie, that's a wonderful question. I'm happy you asked. It's not all big and bad over here at Snake Mountain. I'm not the big bad guy all the time. Everybody, first off, if we just got rid of that piece of shit King Randor and his dipshit special needs son He-Man, I'd be happy. I wouldn't have to fuck with anybody. But because of those pieces of shit and the way they're running Eternia into the fucking ground, I feel like I have to step up and do quote-unquote villainous things. Now, are you aware of people who live without homes? Do they exist on your planet? Because the homeless population in Eternia was through the roof. Guess what I did that Randor He-Man will never tell you about? I found them all homes. Inside He-Man's mother's pussy! And there's plenty more where that came from, baby! There we go.
Oh, okay.
I
didn't know how he was going to get there, but he got there.
He got there.
I didn't see it, but he got there.
And it's very much like a John Coltrane solo in jazz, Eddie. You know where he starts, you know where he ends, but it's where he takes you in the middle where the genius lies.
Right.
If I may say so myself.
You did.
Okay.
You just did.
Yeah. Wow.
I think appropriating jazz is maybe the worst thing that he's done so far here.
It could be. It could be one of his top crimes.
I'm sorry, never seen Steven Seagal movie. Was that who's talking? Was that the fucking critic who's never seen Time Cop? Okay, there we go. Wow. Time Cop.
Time Cop's where he draws the line.
That's
for a
where
good
he
critic.
draws the line.
Wow.
Man. Jesus.
Wow,
Okay.
we should have a good Willow hunting Skeletor version.
My God, let him pick the movies. Huh?
Cody will be begging for us to pick movies.
Anything where Shannon Tweet's tits are there, I'm picking. Oh, God. Okay, he's a Cinemax guy now. Even better.
Oh, boy.
All right. Cody, boy.
Could be Emmanuel and Lady Chatterley.
And fucking Jesus. Shannon Tweet's tits and Time Cop. Well, poor Cody has to now follow. Cody, I'm sorry, buddy.
That's fine. Well, I'm going to get through this here. So, Cinesnob Cody on Twitter. You can find me there. And Cinesnob Podcast Weekly Reviews. Also, if you can subscribe to the Cinesnob YouTube page, our podcast remains in video form. So, check that out.
Ooh, get on that shit. Why haven't you is our question. What else do you need, baby? What else do you need, baby?
Nada.
Nothing. Oh, shit. I got great news.
What?
I do not have COVID-19. I had to get tested this morning before I start chemo
That's
tomorrow.
good. Way to
No
go.
COVID. Yay. All right. Eddie, where can everybody find you? Cancer. That. At least
Debilitating, life-threatening cancer, but no COVID.
no COVID. All right.
5 days a week, patreon.com, The Ralph Report. Tuesdays, Fridays, we got Ramble Radio. Wednesdays, we got Ramble Proper.
Yeah,
and
baby.
Thursdays, sometimes we have Good Willow Hunting.
Look at that. I mean, not that COVID isn't deadly. Of course it is.
No,
but
it's absolutely. I'm not demeaning.
I would just rather have
COVID.
gotten. I would rather have gotten a double negative on that. That would have been nicer.
Yes.
That would have been way nicer. Good to not have one. Still shitty to have the other.
Right.
You can see me every Monday as a smug nerd on my social media with Eddie right there as my director. Thursdays, at some point, I'm going to start putting new videos up on my YouTube channel. And most nights, I will be twitching, except obviously on Saturdays and during the chemo nights. But yeah, twitch.tv/Retro Rocha, 8:30 p.m. Pacific. So just follow me, and then you'll get notified when I'm live.
Can you
And
live
then-
stream throughout the hospital? Just trying to go into
walking
surgeries
around
and shit?
places
Yeah.
and see what I can find.
Just see what you can find?
See what rooms I could get into.
I don't know.
God, that's
You should.
not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
You get the numbers up. That's all I'm saying.
Get the numbers way the fuck up.
That's
ain't
all that
bad.
matters.
Hey, Eddie, you're on to something. Well, there we go. You know where to find us. You know where to love us. Come do all of the above. Have a great one. We're going to see you tomorrow for a Ramble Proper. Next Friday, another Ramble Radio. Get those votes in. You got like 5 days for
Do
the
it.
Hall of Fame.
Do it.
All right. Take care, everybody. Bye.